Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. This one will be fair caught. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Boy, nice call here to start this national championship game off with a physical run. I think this offensive line has been a strength all year long, and here they get this game started the right way.
And the tailback's got it again. And that will pick up the first down. We'll spot it in 38.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back that can pick up those yards, get those first downs.
First and 10 play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The pass rush closing in. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. Nittany Lions will send the punt team onto the field. And it's taken at the 25. And the coverage. Turner to the ground. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Tailback with another carry. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
A nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Running out of time in the pocket. Down he goes, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second down now after the sack. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him. He's sacked.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And he takes it around the 20. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Last drive stalled and were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
First down, looking to throw the ball. That's a nice catch along the sideline, but he gains nothing. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Now they run a draw play. Just trucks the man. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming up, this is a tough 3rd and long. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Touchdown, Penn State. Strong game by this quarterback. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Oh, and he missed it. It doinked off the right upright. No good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's caught from inside the 20. And they get him to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. 2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's an out route. The catch made and tackled there by the defense. 3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Defense is coming after him. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Handoff to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and This defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got his man in the open field. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You talk about a tough matchup for this defense down in this area. What are you going to do? Quarterback puts it up in the air, and the big tight end goes over the top of everybody for the touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick it deep to begin the 2nd half. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looking to scramble.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And now the handoff. tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Pop over the middle. It's low. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I love this attitude here. Very first drive in the national championship in the second half. See a one-on-one matchup, trust your quarterback and receiver, and take shots downfield.
The Nittany Lions looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Just trucks through the defender. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Same tailback, another carry. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
Returner choosing to field this one. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Hey, how about the quarterback here with his eyes downfield, selling the pass to open that play up? Man, offensive line, really good job of selling and then getting upfield to that second level to be able to pick up some key blocks.
Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team ends him in and brings him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Escapes the sack. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has got hit. That's the fourth sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
And sack sets up second down. Handoff running right. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Another positive game by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions will line up to boot it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On first and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It's a first and 10 play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking for a deep completion. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Bringing pressure. Hit as he released it. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play
everybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
And he'll get there. Touchdown, Ducks. Well, he had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And the point after is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Breaks free. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. But he's got some space here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it go quickly. He pulls it in for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Great start to the drive, but now back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's going to take another shot right here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon. So a crucial touchdown, but that was just the first part. Now you got to execute the onside kicker to give yourself a chance to win the national championship.
Well, as you know, Chris, this onside kick, I think it's the toughest play in the game. Both special teams units know that the play is coming, and they understand the stakes as well. And if the kicking team can somehow get the ball, hey, anything can happen.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the second down play. Try to catch the defense with the draw. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Can he make it to the marker? And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Pressure is coming. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space.
Oh, my gosh. This defense got exactly what they needed. An interception at the right time to get the ball back to their own quarterback and offense to go down and potentially win this game.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Penn State Nittany Lions.